G'day folks, welcome back to Tales of the Shire. I hope you guys are doing well. Goodness me, I am really enjoying this game. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to find out if there are any additional mechanics to learn, and also just to be able to, you know, decorate our place the way we want it. I know we did dabble in a little bit of that in the previous episode. But I decided not to, you know, worry too much about it just for now, because I feel like there are quite a few different tales going on and a few other, I guess, bigger priorities that we need to worry about for now. Let's take a look at our seed bag, because we did end up buying a whole bunch of seeds, and I kind of want to see if we can just grow a whole bunch more stuff, just so that we have a, you know, an abundance of you know, like veggies and stuff like that for us to enjoy and use in cooking. Let's maybe do some beans. We do beans here. I suppose it is okay. We apparently need some kind of a trellis. And what else? I mean, maybe we don't want too much of the same things. Can we do 2 lots of basil in the one planter? I think it might actually be possible, so that's good. Baby marrow seeds? Sure. Why don't we do that here? And we get the capsicums. Or, sorry, box peppers, according to this game. Right here. Again, needs a little bit of a trellis there as well. Okay, you've discovered companion planting. The more positive companions you have in the same garden bed, the higher the chance of a more delicious harvest. Companion planting. Oh, okay. So you can basically put certain vegetables together, and that would give you a bonus. Very interesting mechanic indeed. Alright, so if I had planted one of my basil bunches next to the box pepper, maybe that would have given me the benefit. Or perhaps maybe these guys are happy because they're sitting right next to each other. Interesting. Anyway, let's just quickly exit out of this and let's just water these guys, because we obviously want to try and harvest all of this as soon as possible. So let's just quickly refill that. I wonder if we could get like better tools that would, you know, do a better job. So we might not have to refill the watering can so often, for instance. That would be useful if we could get something like that, but I don't know if that's kind of, you know, where the game would take us, or if it is that kind of a game, you know, because it's supposed to be just like a simple and relaxing adventure. So anyway, with that done, we should actually take a look at our mail and see if there are any additional tales for us to get into today. Requesting your presence. Dear Banks, please come to the Ivy Bush Inn for a big village meeting, which has been crossed out. Make sure you use capital letters for that Orlo big village meeting to hear the Shire Assessor's judgment read out. Be there to hear that Bywater is a village and to see Sandyman look like a complete fool. Get there early for a good view. You better take out that bit about Sandyman. From the farm, Farmer Cotton. Okay, cool. So just need to go to the Ivy Bush Inn. I don't think we've been there before, so this will be very interesting. Thoughts to share. Hello, Blue. I should give you some help decorating your new home. I have some furniture you can have. Come and see me and I'll give it to you. Okay, cool. Let's definitely do that. Does this just add the tale to our list? Maybe. A great story, I'd say. Good morning, Blue. A lovely meal with brilliant company. Thank you for inviting me. It would be good to do it again and have more stories and memories to think about while I'm working in the shop. A rather nice occasion. Good morning, Blue. I had a fine time at your meal. Such pleasant conversation. It's nice getting away from the clutter of home. Thank you for the invitation. I wonder if they would make a comment on whether or not they liked certain meals. Or if they don't exactly say that. Should we archive this? I don't really know. Does it get automatically archived the next day, perhaps? But let's take a look at our quests, or our tales, rather. So, Fosco's Furnishings. I think we should go with that first, because that'll give us more options for when we do decide to more seriously decorate the place. So, we'll see Fosco, and I guess that might take us to the village meeting anyway, or close to it. So, let's go. We will try to maybe forage while we get the chance as well. So these mustard hedge mustards. Haven't exactly used them in any form of cooking just yet, but... Or maybe they count as spices, because we did see the ability to add some spice. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, this is the big village meeting. I'd just like to say how glad I am to see all of you. Now, I don't want to make a big speech. That makes a change. I'd like to say how glad I am to see most of you. Get on with it, Cotton. The fish will have died of old age by the time you finish. That's not very nice of you, Mr. Noakes. And I'd rather the fish did die of old age, thank you very much. Some people should mind their own business. Let's not have any arguing. We're supposed to be coming together as one village. It's not going well, is it? Do you know what will make you feel happier? Buying things. I have some excellent bargains with me today. Really? What have you got? No, you don't, Cotton. We've got enough of Hobson's treasures cluttering up the farm as it is. Should we hear Orlo's announcement? Well said, Hobbit. We want to know once and for all if Bywater is officially a village. We have taken matters to the very top, to the Shire Assessor at Michelle Delving. He knows everything about being a village, and he has given it his careful consideration. There are none wiser than he. Orlo, announce the findings of the official assessor, please. Yeah. Bywater is not a village. What? Bywater is not a village. I heard you the first time. Show me that letter. But you can't read. Then show it to someone who can. That assessor is a blithering idiot. You said there was none wiser than he. There's been a terrible mistake. No, there hasn't. The only mistake around here, Cotton, is that you thought you could get one up on me. I'm going back to my mill. Hobbiton Mill. Some of us have work to do. Ah. The Cottons and the Sandymans have never seen eye to eye. This isn't personal. Well, it is a bit. But more importantly, it's about Bywater. It's where we live. We've loved this place ever since we were children. Its woods and streams are our home. And we want it to be your home too, Blue. That book of rules told us all the things a place needs to be called a village. If we do everything the rule says, or the rules say, this assessor will have to change his mind. We need to get him to come here in person and see for himself. Agreed. So what's in the rules, Nora? We need to set up some clubs so Hobbiton can learn new skills. Easily done. Let's get started. Hold on. We need to hang a wolf's head over our village gate. A what? There's been no wolves in the Shire for years. There's no wolf's head as you walk into Hobbiton. There's just Sandyman's mill. Sandyman's ugly enough to scare anyone. Anything else? Yes, if you see a goblin, you must report it to the king. Goblins? In Bywater? Since when have there been goblins in Bywater? I can't say I've seen a king around here lately either. Well, rules might be a bit out of date. They're all we have, Willow. We can make a start with these clubs, but we need some hobbits to run them. Whatever we have to do, we'll make it work. That's the spirit, hobbits. Let's work together and do what needs to be done to make Bywater a village. Which it is already. Okay, there you go. Apparently we are not a village. Well, not yet, but hopefully by the time we're done with this game, it will be a village of some sort. Or perhaps maybe there are certain tiers that we need to reach before it would become a village. Ooh, look at this person. Oh, it's a dwarf? Let's have a chat. Hello.
Hello.
Neffy at your service. Nice to meet you. Why, I haven't said anything yet. You seem like a nice dwarf. I'm Blue Banks. Interesting. What do you mean? You want to be friendly. Yes?
Hello.
Are you lonely? No. Are you strange? That is why you have no friends? I do have friends.
Hello.
Then why friendly?
Hello.
What do you want? I don't want anything. I thought I'd just say hello. Are all hobbits like this? Yes. Except old Noakes. And maybe Willow took a bit. We Khazad do not make fast friends. Making friends is like ice fields carving the mountains. Powerful, mighty, very slow. So, you have no friends in Bywater? I have a friend, my duck. She's called Ladle. You will see her around. Perhaps we will become friends too, Neffy. Perhaps we will. Very slowly. Goodbye, Hobbit.
Hello.
Have you not seen a dwarf before? Can we trade with her? Oh, we can buy, like, bacon and pork and stuff. Interesting. But apparently she's not got some of this stuff. Maybe she does sell it, but it's not in stock or something. Or we have to trade it with something that we do have. Okay, let's keep going. So let's take a look at this tale, though. So, wait to hear back about the village campaign. Right, so we can't really do anything there, but we can do something about Fosco's furnishings. So, let's go ahead and tag that. So it should be just over here, right? So, I won't say no to some free furniture. What can I do for you? You said you wanted to talk? That was a fine feast you gave us. Thank you, but you need to smarten your place up a little bit. I do? My dear Hobbit, of course you do. Old Ruby was lovely, but she was also very old and didn't need a lot of furniture. And while we're at it, you could do with putting some decorations on your wall. What sort of decorations? Pictures, or prizes, that sort of thing. I've got some bits and pieces for you. We loved old Ruby very much. She let us play in her garden, she taught us how to read. But it's your home now, Blue. We'll soon have it brightened up. Ooh, okay, a whole bunch of stuff. Right, so... Oh, and we got some cheese, apparently. And we've discovered ruby taters as well. Okay, Alright, so we're 33% becoming a village, or towards becoming a village. Isn't there also the matter of creating, like, clubs or whatever? Wait to hear back about the village campaign. I suppose maybe this might happen tomorrow. Oh, and I do want to read about Neffy, because I've only just met her. Neffy is a skilled blacksmith from the Blue Mountains. Brilliant with forge and hammer, she speaks her mind bluntly, but she must be kind-hearted if a duck trusts her near a blazing fire. Okay. And we did meet young Tom in the previous episode, a gentle yet lumbering fellow, and the next hobbit in line to take over the famous cotton farm, a hard-working and good-hearted hobbit who loves his animals like he loves his family. Righto. Good stuff. I think it's time to go home, and I'm going to use the writing desk, and we're going to invite someone over to have a meal. I'd say we'll try and invite Orlo and just see if we can develop our relationship with him a little bit more. I'm surprised that we're not getting more tales to learn about additional things, but I suppose that might come in due course. So let's write a letter, plan a shared meal, rather. And it'll be at our home. And can we just invite one person, or do we have to invite more than one person? Where's Orlo? There. And no, I think we do have to invite 2 people at the very least. So maybe we can invite Daisy. Yeah, let's continue. And yeah, we just want to develop like various relationships with everyone. And I think this looks good. I think the letter doesn't exactly change, so let's send the invite. And by tomorrow, we should have an answer, right? Let's archive that and archive that as well. I'm not sure if I did it properly, but I could perhaps maybe just go to the post box and see. There we go. Alright, so since there's so much time, I think it's maybe a good idea for us to take a look around, see if we can find some new fish to catch, maybe some new things to forage, new people to meet as well. I don't know where we should go. Maybe just over this way. Again, don't know how successful I'm going to be in trying to find some of these fishies, but the more ingredients we learn about, the better it's going to be for us. Do we still have space? I think we do. Yeah, trying to check on all of the waterways. But I'm not really having too much success finding places to fish. Can I go to this spot here? Maybe there's some fish there, or maybe that bridge? Nope. I will have mushrooms though. And the reason why I'm not cooking right away is because I sort of want to get an idea of what people might want to eat before we even begin. Ooh, I do some, I do see some fishies over there. Sparage. Oh, nice. Okay. This game's version of asparagus. How do I get down there? I mean, I'll take all of the asparagus I can find, thank you very much. Man, this game actually makes me a little bit hungry though. Because we're always thinking about like food and what kind of meals we can prepare for our guests. And some of the dishes look absolutely delicious. And sound delicious too. Oh, I can't open the door here. Maybe there's a way... Would there be a way around the other side? Possibly. I want to try and get to those fishies. See something else over there. Is that someone's home? Sandy Man. Okay, the mill must be around there somewhere. Nice penny buns. Would we be able to find mushrooms that are poisonous? And is that a thing that we need to look out for? I'm guessing not, but you never know. Okay, we don't have space for fish anyway, so I'm gonna need to go back and drop all of this into our pantry. But we've got all day. We've got all day to try and work our way to the fishing spot, so I don't think it's going to be too bad if we return back home. So it is noon already. I wonder if our character could essentially get like hungry if he doesn't eat during the course of an entire day. I feel like the food systems in this game are really just tied to socializing, and you don't exactly have to keep yourself fed or alive. And I assume that there's not really going to be any danger for us to contend with. At least for now, that's what it seems like. Yeah, I don't see a way to be able to just, like, immediately throw all of the items in if you've got more than one. Bit frustrating. There we go. Alright, so we're a little bit freer now. Let's go back to... I think those were ruins or something like that. And I did see those shadows in the water, so I'm hoping we can catch the fish there, unless the area is still blocked off until we reach a certain point in the game. I hope not. I'm getting very distracted here, but we're just sort of finding all sorts of stuff. Does this connect to our house? I feel like it might. No fishies here. There's another ruin up there. Could potentially check that out at some point. Yeah, let's continue this way. Okay, here are the ruins. And do I see the fishies from here? No. I see some butterflies though. So where did we see them when we crossed? Maybe we saw them in there. Somewhere. Can we go around? Or spurage? No, maybe not. There they are, just over there. Can't go into the water though, can we? Right, let's cross and let's just see if we can follow the river this way. Can I fish them from here, perhaps? Like, is that possible? No, I don't think so. It doesn't even seem like this is a fishing spot. I can see like a place to stand over there. I wonder if there's a way to get there. That must be it. Can we climb the vines? Is that a thing? Man, I feel like I've wasted a lot of time trying to get to these fish, but at least we're still foraging and getting something out of it, you know? My guess is at some point we're going to be able to get rid of some of this debris, which should then give us access to it. So, yeah, let's maybe not worry about it too much. Maybe I want to go out this way. Like, we can see some... maybe this is a dock of some kind. Maybe there are some different fish out that way. Getting awfully close to bedtime, though. So perhaps maybe... yeah, maybe we should go back home. And... we should deal with the shared meal that we're about to have with everyone tomorrow. A lookout hill. Bit of a fireplace here. It's not really going, though. Oh, look at that. How many moons has this old tower stood here? It's been... sorry, it's seen better days, that's for sure. I've heard this land used to belong to men. Their kings came from across the sea. They built great towers, fought goblins, and even things worse than goblins. What else could be worse than goblins? A lot of goblins? And there aren't any goblins here anymore. This tower must have helped. This tower has seen many travelers passing through here before even we hobbits arrived. Being above everything feels different but nice. I really notice the breeze. The breeze is brisker up here, winding and looping through the tower, brushing quickly through me. How pleasant. It's a lovely tower and it fits nicely on top of the hill. But this is only a small tower. I hope there were no battles here. I don't suppose I'll ever know. Right. I'm not entirely sure if time progresses while we're doing those sorts of interactions, but yeah, I sort of need to hurry back home. Orlo's home? Is this Orlo's home? This seems like a very run-down hobbit hole. Even more so than ours. Alright. Probably a good idea just to throw what we have into the pantry. And I could do a bit of decorating or something like that, but I'm not going to worry about it. So let's have a sleep. Probably not going to worry about changing this time around either. I want to get to the mailbox pretty quickly to see what people are interested in eating. Can't guarantee that I'll be able to, you know, deliver, but we'll try our best, obviously. Oh, and we need to look after the plants. It's not raining today. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Blue. I'm so excited to have a meal with you. Ma'am was cross because I've been running around all day. See you soon. Can't think of a rhyme for something sour. My name is Daisy, which is a type of flower. Alright, so she wants something that tastes a bit sour. Maybe the rhubarb porridge or pie or something. So, yeah, we'll try and do that. Good morning, Blue. It's a lovely day to share a meal with a friend, isn't it? A sweet bite would be all right. Okay. And here we go, sorting out our clubs. So we need to progress with things, but let's not worry about that for now. I think it's probably a good idea for us to get to the cooking immediately. And we can get the meal over and done with. Townsfolk have specific flavor cravings that change with each shared meal. You can fulfill these flavor cravings by using seasonings at cooking stations. Select a recipe, sure. Oh, hang on. Do I not have... I don't have any of the ingredients to make this. Got milk. Where do I get oats from? Yikes. Maybe I'm gonna need to have a chat with some folk in town to see if I can buy some ingredients. We did make a little bit of money the previous episode, so this might not be a bad way to use it. Yeah, our pantry definitely needs a lot more stuff. And we need to sort of be prepared, and prepared enough to be able to make any kind of meal. So, I wonder where we can buy oats from. Ooh, okay, these are pretty expensive, come to think of it. Maybe here? Oh no, this is the guy who has a lot of, like, just knickknacks and stuff. Maybe here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have what it takes to make anything sweet. I know I do need a bit of milk. Maybe a bit of cream? Where do I get oats from? Nothing going on here. Ivy bush in. Lily cotton. She doesn't exactly trade though, does she? Yeah, I don't know where to get oats from. Hmm. Fish? No, don't exactly need that. I'm pretty sure these guys only sell stuff for the house, right? No food-related things. Yeah. Clothing and knickknacks for the home. Right. Well, we're probably not going to satisfy our guests, but I think we might be able to, at the very least, cook them a meal, right? So let's get it out of the way, because we did promise to have the meal today. So at least we can knock that out, and then we're probably going to need to figure out how to get like some of these ingredients in the future, so I might not invite people until I actually know how to do that properly. Yeah. So we've got all of the onions, fish, and potato. I hope we can make another batch though, because it'll be a bit... yeah, a bit difficult to feed people if we don't have the onions. While selecting your ingredients, you can view seasonings to check the compatibility of ingredients and seasonings with stations. Okay. Yeah, we do have 2 onions, so that's good. Oh, we can do ruby taters. Let's cook. After the majority of the ingredients... Sorry, alter the majority of the ingredients to one flavor to change the meal flavor. Each seasoning is usable at specific stations, changing the ingredient's flavor to that of the seasoning. Right? I don't even know if we do have the seasoning required, but we shall see. It does need to be somewhat chunky, doesn't it? Maybe... there. And... Bywater bleak. That didn't really move the dial at all, did it? I probably needed to just chop it a couple of times. My bad. Round tater. Okay. There we go. Yeah. And assemble. Oh, the tenderness. I keep forgetting about that. Let's store it in the pantry. I assume if you store it in the pantry, you don't then have to take it back out when you invite people. Though I could be wrong. Can I make anything else aside from the fish dish? Maybe not. For now, I think this is the only thing that we're going to be able to do. Well, at least it's decent practice for us. View seasonings. Why am I not able to proceed here? Flour, onion, fish, brown tater. Yep, cook. Alright, let's get that in. Let's chop the brown onion up, so let's do a couple of hits there. And then we'll do the fish, a couple of hits there. Maybe even one more, just to bring it down just slightly. Yeah. Oh, and then this is the point where we want to fry. So, don't have any seasonings, that's fine. Let's just fry it. No seasoning. Yep, here we go. So, it'll be more tender the more I cook it, right? So, we don't want to go overboard, but maybe somewhere here. Oh, not quite. We just needed a little bit more. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, and the taters. We probably just want this smack bang in the middle somewhere. And we can fry it, actually, to maybe push that into where it needs to be. So I might stop at the same spot, or maybe just a little bit earlier. There. Nice. There we go. Very good fish cakes. Textured. Let's store it in the pantry. And that's it for our cooking. Let's see if we can invite our guests. And now that we have them, we should be able to drop in these meals. Oh, I do have a rhubarb pie, which means that I could probably just feed that to one of them. Now I'm having trouble remembering who wanted what. I think Orlo's the one who wanted to eat something sweet, right? So maybe we just give that to Orlo. And then Daisy can have that. So that's a big meal for one person. Okay, let's start the meal. Don't know if Daisy will be happy about the meal, but we tried. Okay, he was not impressed. I don't think she's going to be too impressed either. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. She seemed to be relatively happy with that. Okay, and we have perhaps maybe some gifts from people. That's good. Let's have a chat. You look a little bit puzzled. Are you alright, Daisy? I am puzzled. I've got this riddler to do, and I can't do it. Can I help? In the eye of the lake, there stands a tree, and in its roots, you'll find what you seek. What do you think that means? Oh, it's a riddle. No, it's a riddle. A ridder? Nora has given it to me, and it says ridder at the top. Oh, right. Riddle. Nora gave it to you? She's teaching me to read and write. She said that when she was my age, old Ruby taught her to read. And Fosco, and Orlo too, and now Nora's teaching me. That's very kind of Nora. Well, let me see if I can work out the answer. Is there still more to talk about? Maybe you might have something for me? A raspberry hazelnut sponge. Nice. Okay, I guess that's a new recipe. And I suppose we should speak to Orlo now. And he's still just over here.
Oi.
So what do we get? Oh wow, that's a few different things. Very nice. Goodbye. Very good indeed. Alright, but at this point, we're probably going to be checking out what else we've got going on in the mail. Perhaps maybe there's other things that we can do today. A bit disappointing that we couldn't really make some of the meals that we were wanting to make. I need to figure out where to source a lot of ingredients. Let me just take a look here. Sorting out our clubs. Hello, Blue. Did you sleep well? When you have a moment, come down to the shop. Fosco and I are quite keen to get these clubs started. We want you involved. This guy. Opportunity. Conditions apply. Blue, have I got an opportunity for you? I have something of great value, but only for my closest friends. Buy now while stocks last. Remember, Hobson's latest bargains are not available in any shops. And in need of a cure. Hello, Blue. I'm sorry to ask, but I've got a bit of a sniffle. A little cure would be very useful. Delphi might help. If you're busy, don't worry. It's just a thought. Okay, so we need to go to Delphi and see if we can get some kind of a cure. Maybe we can even learn how to make, like, you know, cures or foods that help people cure themselves. And I do want to take a look at decorating a little bit closer. Maybe we might be able to do it in this episode. But yeah, let's just take a look here. Quite a few different tales to now do. I say we do the clubs, because that's going to take us to Hobson's position anyway. I think he might still be there at this hour. Right, let's get a move on. I'm hoping this questline teaches us a little bit more. I feel like we're not exactly in tutorial mode anymore, but it seems a little bit light on so far, so I'm hoping there's a little bit more to learn. But yeah, let's head to the shop. Blue Banks. I was saying that there's no finer hobbit to get the Bywater Village clubs up and running. Well, thank you. So, where are you going to start? How about the Foraging Club? That'll be Delphi, I suppose. It should be, but you know Delphi, she thinks no one would want to learn from her. I want to learn from her. I do too. She understands the land better than anyone. And I want to forage far more than plants. The land around here must be full of mathams. Oh, no you don't. You've cluttered up our place enough with your useless objects. Of course they're useless. That's what a matham is. And why shouldn't we collect them? There's a whole matham house in Michelle Delving. That's the best place for them, Blue. In Michelle Delving, Michelle Delving. Not in our shop. There's a shiny metal shirt in the Matham house. Yay! Mr. Baggins brought it back from his adventures. I used to sit and listen to his stories about trolls and dragons and dwarven treasure. I like Mr. Baggins, and, any hobbit with such a fine taste in waistcoats wins my approval. But I wish he hadn't filled Nora's young head with so many fanciful notions. I promise you I will only forage for food. I'll not search for mathams. I definitely will. You should get another hobbit to join this foraging club, Blue. It would encourage Delphi. That's a good idea. How about Daisy? She's always keen to have little adventures. Yeah, sure, I'll go and ask her. As soon as you've seen her, we'll go visit Delphi together. Alright, cool. So now we're gonna have to have a chat with Delphi, but not before perhaps maybe having a quick chat with, I forget his name, but the guy with all the trinkets. One would say perhaps maybe these might be useless trinkets. But anyway. Hobson. Hobson Hornblower, that's his name. Bless my bargains, you're here. I got your letter. You said there was a bargain only for me? Did I say what it was? Or, sorry, did I say what it was? You said it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Can you narrow it down a little bit more? How many once-in-a-lifetime opportunities do you have? Lots. So, what's this big offer? Not so loud, Bluebanks. I must ask you to control your excitement. You might cry out with joy, but try to contain yourself. Behold. It's a fork? Exactly. Crafted by the dwarves in their mines deep below the ground. It looks quite ordinary to me. Exactly. That's what's so good about it. No, thank you, Hobson. This is just the first part of a complete dwarven dining set. Knives, forks, spoons. Perhaps next month? Teaspoons, dessert spoons, more spoons? I'm not interested. For the absurdly low price of 1 silver penny a week, you will, over time, build up a collection of cutlery that will amaze and astound your friends. And who can't afford 1 silver penny a week? It's a steal. Goodbye, Hobson. Wait, wait, my friend. You misunderstand me. I don't want you to buy anything. It's very much sounded like you did. I know that as a hobbit living on their own, you have no need for such a wide range of enchantingly mismatched cutlery. No, these are for the bigger families here, but urgent business beyond Bywater summons me. I cannot tarry. I'm asking you to sell these on my behalf. You know the hobbits here. They trust you. I trust you. We all trust you. So don't deny those hardworking families the opportunity of a lifetime. What if they don't want to buy it? Then, sadly, the opportunity will pass them by, as the old saying goes. You can bring a hobbit to a crossroads, but you cannot make them boil a kettle without an onion. Pardon? It's something like that. Good luck, Bluebanks. May fortune follow you. Farewell. Try Sandyman first. He's got pennies spilling out of his ears. Failing that, find Farmer Cotton. But make sure his wife isn't around. Again, farewell. Okay, so he wants us to do his dirty work. Bloody hell. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. So, Hobson's investment. Try and sell to Sandyman. Well, we haven't exactly been to Sandyman's place all this time, so maybe now's as good a time as any, so maybe we should go. A bunch of animals here, and someone's house, which is looking really, really fine, actually. Oh, hang on, no, this is the Green Dragon. Yeah. I mean, it still looks like a very fine establishment anyway. Alright. Off in this direction. Now, we are going to also have to try and find Daisy. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. Alright, so Sandyman's shop. Oh, maybe the oats come from him, actually, come to think of it. What is it? Let's check out what you have for sale. Hey, hey! Oh man, I wish we'd come here this morning to buy the oats. I might as well buy some oats right now, actually, because we might have a need for it. So, let's buy it all. And he's got yeast and barley and everything as well, but let's not get too carried away. And yeah, let's chat to him about this special fork. I've got an offer for you, Sandyman. Hello, Mr. Sandyman. You've got a family, haven't you? I have the joy of a son, yes. Where is he now? The last time I looked, my little Joy was carving goblin heads into our front door with a big knife. He's very creative. Do you think you might need a dining set? I'm sorry, Hobbit, but for a moment I am speechless. Are you trying to sell me something? Not exactly. I'm trying to be helpful. What sort of dining set? Well, I've got this fork. The rest comes in weekly installments, 1 silver piece a week. This looks more like the rubbish that Hobson would try to sell. No offense. This is Hobson's fork. He asked me to help him out. Ah, the pieces fall into place. I thought you had more Hobbit sense than this, Banks. If you go around peddling Hobson Hornblower's shoddy bargains, you'll soon lose your good standing in this village. It's a good job you told me. I was about to try and sell it to Farmer Cotton. Cotton? Were you now? Let me look at that again. Do you know what? I think Hobson might have accidentally given you something of real value. This should go to someone with a big family, and there's no bigger family around here than the Cottons. Why don't you go and sell it to Farmer Cotton? Hurry along now. What is it between him and Cotton? I guess, it's kind of nice to see a little bit of drama in this little town of ours. So, yeah. I'm just wondering where this is all going to lead. Perhaps one day, Sandyman and Cotton will actually see eye to eye. Farmer Cotton, where are we going to try and find him? Okay, it's a little ways off. Maybe this way? Okay, he's still at his stall. Good day to you, Banks. You should see this, Farmer Cotton. Hobson Hornblower asked me if you'd like this for your home. Hobson said, did he? Let's talk about this at the back of the farm. Guess he just doesn't want to be discovered by... Oh, okay, his wife's just standing right there. I'm not saying I'm gonna buy it, but I am interested. No, you're not, husband. We've got enough of Hobson Hornblower's so-called bargains around our house. No, we haven't. I've put them all in the shed. Thank you kindly, Blue, but I don't think we need anything else. What shall I do with this fork? Hobson won't be after it. He'll have another daft scheme on the go by the time he comes back to Bywater. So, I'll just keep the fork then? If I was you, I'd hang it up in your house as a reminder not to get too caught up in Hobson's honeyed words. Okay, probably some very good advice. Okay, well, with that done, I think it's time for us to... Do we head back, or do we look for Daisy? Actually, Daisy's right here, so we may as well go and speak to her. See if we can convince her to join the foraging club. We probably do need to save up quite a bit of money to essentially buy all of those garden beds. Do you want anything? Just wondering if you wanted to join the foraging club. Ooh, yes. Well, that settles that. Blue? Yes. What's a foraging club? It's a club to explore the forests and find wonderful plants and flowers. Like going on adventures? And finding treasure? But I'll need to ask my mom first. Let's ask her right now. I'm sure she'll say yes. Oh, I get a bad feeling about this. Ah, Blue Banks, what brings you here? I'm making sure we have a foraging club. Foraging club, foraging club. I suppose it's a useful skill. I thought Delphi was going to run it. I'm hoping she will, but Delphi thinks no one will be interested. Nora's said she's going to do it. And you want Daisy to join? Can she? Can I? Please? I promise I'll be good. I'm always off exploring, and I'd love to find new things to eat. But I can't let you go now. You've got all that wood to move to the workshop. I need you to help. Okay, well, we can give her a hand. Thank you, Blue. Alright then, get that wood moved and Daisy can go. Thank you so much. I'll get ready while you grab the wood. Alright, so this is something a little bit new. Collect 3 pieces of windfall wood. Where is that? Is it just out here? Might be. Ooh, some penny buns. I'll take that. So I wonder what we can do with bits of wood, though. Or perhaps maybe we might need to gather up some wood to do some carpentry work. Well, not do it ourselves, but perhaps maybe have someone create stuff for us. Such as Willow. What do you want? Well, I have the wood that you asked for. There you go. Nice job. Daisy will be very happy. And I suppose I should check with her to see if she sells anything or anything new at this stage. That's a job well done. Be good, Daisy. Don't go wandering off. I thought that was what I was supposed to do. You can see why I'm worried. Keep an eye on her, won't you, Blue? I will. Come on, Daisy. Let's go meet up with Nora. Sweet. Alright, can I just still have a quick chat, though? Just to see... Yeah, okay, she still just sells the nuts and stuff. So... Don't know what the wood is going to be for, but perhaps maybe we might find out some other time. Let's return to Nora, and... Let's see what happens next. Actually, that's the wrong way. Oh, and there is the matter of watering all of our plants and stuff. I should do that before we forget. In fact, we're not so far from home, right? So perhaps maybe we can just quickly swing by and deal with the watering before we do anything else. So... Okay, good times. I guess it's going to be a lot more complicated once we get even more garden beds set up, because I feel like I could spend ages just like watering plants. I wonder if we could get help with that, so we don't have to constantly do it every morning. Well, it doesn't have to be morning, I suppose, as long as we water it during the day sometime. Oh. He's still here. Hang on a sec. Hobson's investment. Wait for news from Hobson. Can we have a chat with him about it? You got anything interesting for sale?
Huh?
Why, bless my bargains, it's Blue. I am so glad to see you. Oh, yes? I have something very special. Behold. It's a box of old pins, Hobson. As sharp as dragon's claws, but as light as feathers. How much? Seeing as it's you, a special friend, and it's my mid-season discount sale day, 5 silver pieces. No. 4.5? No. 3? No. 1? I'm a bit desperate, Blue. Lily Cotton's told Farmer Cotton he can't buy anything else from me until next season. He's my best customer. Where am I going to find another? Are you telling the truth, Hobson? Not so loud. I've got my reputation to think of. Nothing anybody wants, just some old door hinges. Why don't you talk to Willow Took? She might need some hinges. I don't know. Willow Took scares me a little bit. Kind of know what you mean. But she'll be fine if you're honest with her. And that's why she scares me. If you tell her the truth, she'll probably buy those hinges. Are they good quality? Quality? These hinges were hand-forged by the dwarves of the Lonely Mountain. And you were doing so well, Hobson.
Yeah.
You want more bargains? Of course you do. Nah, we're done. Alright, cool. I suppose I just need to wait a little bit to be able to complete this investment tale. Alright, let's have a chat. What can I do for you? Daisy will be joining the foraging club. Well done. We're almost ready. Let's wait for Daisy to arrive. Hello, is this the foraging club? Now, Daisy, don't get too excited. We need to be gentle with Delphi. She's a bit like a forest animal herself. Be too loud and she'll disappear. So don't just jump in and say we want to learn foraging. Start by asking her for help to look for some herbs. Alright. Let's go and see her. You do the talking, Blue. Alright. So I suppose from here, are they just going to follow us, or... Looks like they're just doing their own thing, but we do essentially just need to find Delphi, right? So... Convince Delphi. Subtly. Yeah, we need to go all the way out there near the forest, I suppose. So, considering where we are in the episode, this could be a decent place for us to call it. And when we come back, hopefully it's not going to be too late to speak to Delphi about the foraging club. Otherwise, we could spend a little bit of time at home, just, you know, doing a few things here and there, maybe wrapping up the day, and then speaking to Delphi in the morning. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys are enjoying the first few episodes here as we take a look at Tales of the Shire. I most certainly am enjoying the playthrough so far. Drop a like down below, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.